Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast.
I'm a zero pro guy.
I did it, yeah. I ran a marathon.
You only crank screw?
Am I the town hero?
3 laps of that are just.
Yeah. Saturday, that was a good one.
Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast, episode 68. Tucker Hibbert, the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Yeah, he is the greatest of all time.
In snowmobile racing.
Undeniably.
Yeah, episode 68.
Oh, did you guys see that race that they're going to do with no ISR rules? It's just run what you brung, and it's like, it's a snowcross race.
No, where's that at?
Got to look it up, but ramble on.
Yeah. So 68 here. Brody, Kyle, myself. Enjoying a ice cold A&W root beer. Brody?
Well, yeah, I'm enjoying some Jim Beam peach bourbon right now.
I'm enjoying both.
Kyle's in the middle, so he's enjoying both. He's double dipping.
Kyle, you said shout out to Dylan Tulfson.
Yeah.
Very big shout out.
Very big.
He watched the podcast and he said, and he caught it that I would buy somebody a beer, if they brought it up. So he bought us all our beverage of choice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
He knows I like bourbon. That's freaking cool.
Yeah.
He's a true fan. He must listen. He knows I like bourbon. You son of a gun. That's freaking cool. Thank you.
We appreciate that. We're enjoying it.
Did you buy him a beer?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Hell
How
yeah.
many people came up to
Cool.
Quite a few, and I told him to just take a sip off of Dylan's beer.
Very cool.
But we
Very
run
cool.
them out of Busch Light right away.
you? Oh.
Yeah, Jackson and I had 9 total when they were out.
I only had 9 Busch Lights.
Yeah, I guess.
Lucky Paulie V wasn't there,
I know,
too, or
yeah.
else it would have gone really fast.
So here it is.
But yeah, thank you
So what do we...
again for the bourbon.
Oh, the Canadian Snowcross Racing. Pro shootout alert. 5,000 up for grabs.
$5,000.
No tech, no performance rules. We're
Wow.
tossing out the rule book. It's time for outlaw race.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
How sweet is that going to be?
Hey, you make the fastest, coolest sled,
Well,
and
it's-
you're going to win.
It's Snowcross, so Austin Leake's comment is right here. Time to bring out the 800 mods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Tell Logan Christian, hey, there's $5,000 up for grabs. Go get it.
Yeah, he's got that twin pipe
Yeah.
underneath the seat mod still.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that would be a fun one to watch.
That's
yeah,
cool.
that'd be interesting.
Bringing old mods back.
Well, did you see today? I had the old Gen 2 mod out today getting ready
Yeah.
for Snowcross.
Yeah. I was drooling over Jackson Hole vintage class.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
sweet. Because that's no restrictions there, you know.
I know. I thought it's we're going to give Wes Selby a call here probably in about a half hour or so. And I thought Wes was going to get that old
Pro X.
Pro X ready of his, but he evidently didn't.
It's a Pro XR.
Yeah. Way better than the Edge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was the last year of them. So then they were just top notch before they switched to the IQR.
Yeah. But we are going to get Vince on for a quick call here. Well, at least until we get on to Wes Selby.
Oh, yeah, Parker Bowe.
Oh,
Talked to me. He had to give me his age. He's 22, so he is younger than me.
oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
22. Yeah.
You're 25?
I'm 25.
Okay,
so
Jackson.
he's a young little kid. Yeah.
Jackson Paulson's turned 25 today. So you guys are the same age.
I'm older than him, though. It's funny. I would have never guessed that. Anyway, Parker Bowe. And he's having a kid, I guess. Freaking nuts. Congrats on having a kid.
Other shout outs here. Oh, okay. Other shout outs.
Woodies?
Yep. Shout out Woody's. Use Shop Talk 10. Save yourself 10% off and free shipping. Shout out to our Shop Talk Podcast Fantasy winner,
Yep.
Mark Thorson,
Yep.
who was actually nice enough to donate the Woody's $100 gift certificate back to us.
Oh, yeah.
So that was super cool. Shout out Mark for doing that. So we're gonna see what if me and you wanted to use it, or if we wanted to use it to maybe get some prizes to give away.
I think that's what we could do. Over the summertime, maybe we'll just do something
Yeah.
and then have a couple different prizes that we can win over the summertime.
Yeah.
Being there's not much going on in the snowmobile world in the summertime, but we'll keep bringing the action.
What
Yeah.
better way to distribute Woody's products?
Yeah, maybe we'll do a trivia, maybe something.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So yeah. Thanks again to Mark Thorson for donating that back to us. Okay, we'll get Vince on the call here. I got some silly season talk that we'll ask Vince about get
Silly
hit.
season.
Yeah. Like where people are changing teams and everything, Brody.
Oh. Stop by VS3's house on the way down.
Are we turned up, Brody, here?
Yeah.
I don't have any ringer.
Hi, you've reached Vince Sanslake.
That's why.
Vince lives in on Gull Lake.
Yeah.
And I think the highlight of that trip was just driving around Gull Lake.
It is very scenic.
Very ritzy.
What do you mean?
Have you we came in the opposite direction?
Money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like it's a super nice like paved walking path like in the ditch of his
I'm not even
road.
talking about Vince's house. I'm talking about the houses around it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, very nice area that Vince lives in.
Yeah, very nice.
How come I don't have any ringer here, Brody?
I don't know. We heard Vince, though, talk.
Well, that was his voicemail.
Exactly. Well, it was still him.
Sometimes I have to restart my phone.
Hi, you've reached Vince Sanslake.
Huh.
Nothing.
Vince is
Oh,
giving
the
us
hell.
the voicemail treatment here. Okay, well, silly season here. Oh, I had other shout outs here. Happy birthday to Jesse Hallstrom.
Yeah, it's Jesse's birthday.
Today.
It's Jackson's birthday. It's his old lady's birthday.
And then shout out.
How old is Jesse? He's turning like 16 now or
Probably
something?
16 or 17, I think. Oh, now we got Vince here. VS3?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, your phone was sending us right to voicemail.
What the hell?
I don't know.
Technology.
Apple junk.
Vince, we're drinking bourbon.
Christ.
Yeah, Dylan Tollefson bought Brody some bourbon and myself some A&W root beer.
You like bourbon, Vince?
Outstanding. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
Also, just a quick shout out to Troy, DeWall, and Megan.
Yeah,
they
they're
got
engaged.
engaged out of Jackson Hole.
Cool.
Yep, just
Outstanding.
had to get that out there.
Hey, Vince. What's going on?
Hi, Kyle. Long time no see.
Yeah. Hey, did Evan and Dawson end up staying at your place on Saturday night?
Oh, yeah.
How was that?
Oh, fine.
Did they party it up?
No, I think we went to bed at like 9:30 or 10 or something like that.
Oh,
Even Evan suggested it. He was like, I think you guys got to go to bed. I'm like, I could have gone to bed like 2 hours ago.
Yeah. He was busy trapping in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a trap shooter. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to ask him, Brody, on what kind of gun he had to relay that information to you since you're a gun guy.
Yeah.
I asked him if it
Probably
was
a
like,
musket.
I asked him if it was trapping like, all the rappers and gangsters talk about.
Different trap.
Yeah.
Different trap nation.
So Vince, we'll have you on here. We are gonna call Wes Selby here in about 25 minutes or so.
Oh, boy.
You're on the clock.
Yeah, so we'll have you on here.
Okay.
But I wanted to get your thoughts on some silly season news here. Kind of the main.
What do we got?
Well, I think the main piece of the puzzle is Zach Griffendahl. Wouldn't you think, Kyle?
Yeah, I'd say it's a big.
I already told you.
What?
He's racing nitros. I'm prepping nitros for him. Going blue crew.
Wouldn't that be nuts?
Would be sweet.
They're too old. They're too old. He can't race them.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Who cares? Fuck the ISR.
Can't
We'll do what we want.
Can't we race SRXs though?
Vipers.
Vipers.
Yeah, Vipers. Viper. They made Viper all the way up till 25. So
That would be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool.
but he'd be going.
Yeah.
It's the same as the sled I was out there on this year.
Exactly. So it would
then
be
it
cool
would
if it was
have-
fast.
ADAP clutches and all that.
I mean,
No,
it's still
the Yamaha-
faster than the catalyst, so.
True.
No, the Yamaha would have the Yamaha clutches on it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they'd work for like 75,000 miles and you'd never have to touch them then.
Yeah.
Not even a belt, huh?
No, super hard
No.
belt. Super hard belts.
That's the
They're
way I
great.
like 'em.
They're like $60 too, instead
Yeah.
of like 400 like everybody else.
That's what, looking at like some old used sleds here, Vince, like old SRXs and SXRs, what, Brody?
Was that your phone?
Oh, yeah.
Don't I tell you to mute your
They
phone?
really rack up the miles. Like you can't find one of them on Facebook Marketplace with like less than 7,000 to 10,000 miles on them.
No, it's pretty wild. They're all pretty high up there and they're like, yeah, we put oil in it. And we changed the spark plug once back in like 2010.
You can't,
that's all you need to
can't
do.
find a clean Apex with under 8,000 miles.
No.
No. And they're still clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
know.
they're awesome sleds.
You don't have to tell me, man. The Nitro's got the 12K on it, all right?
Yeah.
Are you bringing it to Pine Lake 2025?
No, racing for idiots.
Thank you.
So what Herf could do here? Okay, my first theory. Let's say Artie Cat is no more. Come May, that's another thing that if Artie Cat does get bought by like let's say Argo or what was the other one? CF Moto.
3M.
No, 3M was looking at the building supposedly. I don't think 3M is going to start producing snowmobiles. They'd be pretty kind of sticky.
I don't know, man. They make everything else.
They do.
They do. They could.
Great paint products. Great.
Some of the best. Yeah.
They could sponsor us, bro.
But Vince, let's say somebody does buy them, they have to be willing to just fork out 500,000 plus to just go racing like instantly. Don't you think?
Yeah, pretty much.
And so with no,
But I just don't think it's worth it to do it if you buy if this other whatever company buys Arctic Cat, like they look at it and it's like, well, we're not going to just go race the same thing. So I think you're forking out more than $500K to just go racing.
yeah, exactly.
Totally.
That 500K would just be to
If you want to do the same program.
yeah, exactly. So that's where I don't know how much development there's been. There's really nothing showcased for 26 right now.
Right.
So I would say the first option would be Herf just flat out retires. Which
I don't think you
so.
can do that.
I know he doesn't want to. He said he's got records to break still. But like that could be option number one of just flat out retiring, walking away, 5-time I-500 winner, 1-time Sioux, 3-time Pine Lake, all them wins, just retire it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to do that though.
No.
No, he still likes it too much.
Yeah.
But is he going to hop on a Polaris?
I definitely don't. I mean, I don't think it would be Polaris.
Really?
So then Skidoo.
Yeah.
What makes you?
I mean, it's like because Polaris already has so many
Big guys.
top guys.
Yeah.
It's like, who does it benefit to have everybody on the same thing?
That is true, but like you think even Zach is smart enough to look at Jesse's program from this year of course Jesse is one of the top guys, but they're at the later ends of the year. I mean, Jesse's got one of the best snowmobile minds there is in Brian Deerdahl helping him with that sled, and they still can't get the thing to run right RPM.
Yeah.
You got to.
I don't know. I just think there's more room to grow going to BRP than Polaris.
Do you think he goes?
Totally.
He'd just go back to Dwight and the Christian Brothers program then, and kind of work something out like that, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you'd do that, or since it seems like kind of a cluster right now, or if you just do your own thing.
You think he's going?
But it'd be so hard either way. Like it depends what they do for, if they're going to run the same courses next year too, or do you just run Arctic Cat to run Arctic Cat?
That's what I was thinking. Just run it.
So after I rode that thing, I'd be like, if there was no lake races, you'd be pretty dumb to not ride one of these things.
If it was just short course terrain racing where like the top speed is only 90 miles an hour, it'd be a competitive sled. It'd be right there with all the other two. Like
even if you did some lake races where they were like smaller, have some like 4 or 5 mile lake races, and maybe you don't plow it, or like Warroad kind of was whatever a few years ago, and stuff like that. Like that would be sick too, because I like both styles of it.
Yeah,
have like the wide open lake races. Like you still got to have a couple of those, but like if it ends up being all ice racing like it has been, like I think you got to change it up to keep some other guys happy.
What are you guys looking at me for?
You're being weird, bro.
With my well, because Brody is eyeing me up for my phone going off, but it was Wes Selby.
Oh, that's why he got excited. I see.
I get what you mean, though, Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would, if I was in Herb shoes, I'd just run the cat stuff again.
But it's.
I mean, everything's prepped for that. Like,
Yeah.
you have all the parts and everything.
You know everything.
But
yeah.
So I believe that his main mechanic guy, Corey Burbich, is not coming back next year. So then does he just do Zach and his dad as a team deal? Because like I guess I'm looking at it as the aspect of Cat is not going to be a part of the race program.
Yeah, they're not giving any money. They're not paying. They're not giving anything. No parts. No nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sure wouldn't think so.
No.
But who knows?
Well, yeah, that's the thing of it too. Is it's March 24th, and we have no idea about what the 25-26 program is going to be. So
yeah,
I would think. I think he goes to Nelson Racing. I think he goes Polaris, and Tate retires, and Ryan Nelson brings in Marshall Bussey and Herf.
And AC.
Well, AC seemed like he was kind of on a limited schedule this year, wasn't he? Because he didn't go to all of them.
He didn't go to Walker
or Pine Lake
or
I think that's due to the lake race stuff again, though.
Yeah, that is true too.
Or if it would have been more of a mixed season, he probably would have been into it. But
yeah, and he's way the hell up in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So I think I could see Zach maybe switching and going to Polaris and then being factory with Ryan Nelson. What do you think, Kyle?
It would be nice, you know.
It'd be cool.
It would be cool. But I'm just thinking about running pro class next year. That's going to be tough.
Well, like, who do you got calling you, Brody?
You know that number?
No.
Grand Rapids, I know that.
Grand Rapids, yeah, fuck him.
You put Herf on a fast 25 Polaris, and he's right up there in the top 3 battle again of where that Catalyst just lacked that top speed to where he was just kind of out of that in the lake races.
Oh, totally.
Watching Zach at Park Rapids and all them corners. He brought it. He
definitely threw it in there.
He brought it. He can get it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's still Zach Herfindahl.
Oh, yeah.
It's just he's on a slower sled.
Yeah. And that's where the complaint of some people with these just wide open Lake Lamont tracks, like Kyle, like you could compare it to like a short 2-mile Foston course.
Yeah, that would be.
You can make tight small courses fun.
Yep.
When the track flows.
Yep.
Like you can make a small flowy track.
Yep. And I wish that more clubs would start doing those. And then bring in sponsors and stuff like that. But it's so hard to find people to work them events.
And sponsors.
Yeah, and sponsors. Where we could go to Foston and race all day long for $100.
Yeah.
That brings the fun right back to it.
Well, because the entry fee is $25.
Yeah.
And then if you win $100.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then you get to go have fun on a short course.
Yeah.
That Foston race is funner.
Yeah. Do you know why they didn't have them this year?
I don't know. I should talk to them and bring it back.
But yeah, so that's. I think Herf would switch. I think.
I have no idea.
I have no prior knowledge of this. We're just doing silly season for funsies. So don't come at us here.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the guys that are like, even like Paul, like they don't. I mean, they don't want to really either.
No, I'd love for us to just be all the same speed and just kind of keep doing what we've been doing, I guess.
And stick to Artie Cat. And everyone sticks to their own brand that they've been kind of loyal to. And
because looking at the results here from this past year, Paul Brown, what's Paul going to do? He kind of his brother working with the Hittine guys, and then Paul racing for the Hittines out at the Sioux.
Tyler's raced a 24 Polaris all year long and did damn good on it, so they know how they work.
Yeah. And then Dylan Stevens.
Yeah.
Dylan's not running that 4-stroke next year. What about Langus? What would Langus do?
That's what I was curious. If Herf did,
I know he puts.
If Herf did stay like just riding his own stuff on an Arctic Cat,
yeah.
I wonder if Langus would do the same thing. Team up.
Langus's Sioux post, he put, "We'll see you next year at the Sioux on a cat." So maybe if they did go away, he'd just kind of continue his own cat thing. And then Matt, I know Matt Field was kind of in the same boat as us of just not knowing what to do. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I have a fun fact for you guys here that I look back on all the pro podiums throughout for this year, pro stock. My second place at Pine Lake and Jesse's third at Ironwood were the only two non-Polaris podiums
all year long.
Damn.
Semi-pro is Cooper Kangas was the only non-Polaris semi-pro stock podium.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
No. Oh yeah, stock. Yeah.
Yeah, stock. Yeah, that was.
I know Coletti got a couple and improved.
Yeah. Coletti got second in Ottertail in semi-pro improved.
But then they banned that sled, didn't they?
He got third at Ottertail because I was second.
But then didn't he? I think he might have got DQ'd. Not sure though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why'd they ban that sled?
Snowcross engine.
Ah.
But the
rules say bore and stroke.
Yeah.
That's what the rules say.
Yep. So they put a 600 Snowcross engine in a Catalyst chassis.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing hauled ass.
Well, yeah.
It was definitely better.
Yeah.
Yep. And so that was what Zach rode at Ironwood and Pro Open.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so the rules didn't specify that you couldn't swap the motors. It was just an Arctic Cat 600
with factory bore and stroke.
Yeah.
From a Snowcross sled into.
So what does that mean? You can run a fucking
in the improved class.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But even in the approved class, it's illegal?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Apparently,
air quotations.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But like Vince, so like let's think of like if everybody does switch to Polaris, being that they were bar none the fastest sled this year. Everybody against Jesse.
Does Polaris want everybody?
No.
Well,
no, because I'm pretty sure they're cutting back next year.
Yeah.
The rumor I heard is that Polaris was cutting their race program in half.
Damn.
Cutting it by half.
So then how is anyone going to get on a Polaris?
Use 25.
Yeah. And the used 25s are not being given away.
No, they know what they got.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Oh, yeah.
They all have about 300 miles on them, and that's right when my speed sensor burnt.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
I'm wondering if everybody else's did the same thing at 300 miles.
Probably.
Yeah, I've seen a couple at like 500 miles. So Vince, like, if everybody did switch to red, like, it's going to hurt the sport. But then if you look at, like, you help the ATV motocross guys a lot, and every single one of those guys are on a Yamaha.
Yeah, except for like one or two idiots.
And still making quads, the only manufacturer.
They're the only one, yeah.
Yeah. So, there's always that.
So, like,
bright light.
Does it hurt it a lot, or does it just kind of just sustain and just plateau?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they don't put a lot of money behind it.
No.
That's for sure. Yamaha doesn't in the ATV side of things. So, like, you lose support for sure.
Yeah, that's where it's going to be tough.
Oh, it's going to be a weird freaking year of snowmobile next season.
Arctic Cat comes back, I'm buying an Arctic Cat.
That'd be dope. They'll probably want you.
I still might.
They'll give you a full factory ride if you're the only one.
The fifth in semi-pro, dude? Yeah, they'll be calling you when they open up.
Still might get that 25 Yamaha SRX or Viper.
Vipers are badass.
Never know.
Vipers are badass.
Never know. No, I can't do that to my bros.
Your Polaris bros?
My Polaris bros.
Oh. Yeah, you did get fifth in semi-pro points.
That's right. Don't you forget that.
Did you get a big check?
No.
You got no check.
I got no check.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even get a good job.
Vince, did you go to the awards?
No.
Oh, I thought maybe you'd go party it up.
No.
I was trying to rip it up, bro, but
For the rest of us?
yeah,
Yeah.
just couldn't.
When Evan won, I told Vince, I was like, no, you can add another championship to your trophy case, Vince.
You got a 5th place in there, Vince. 5th place semi, bro.
Well, no, being Evan's shot guy.
Yeah.
That Vince. Oh, yeah.
Got a 5th place semi,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I misunderstood.
Think about that, bro. You're going places.
And then Dawson Deason.
Yeah.
Championship winning mechanic now.
I know.
Yeah.
They told me not to tell a story about
What?
Ironwood.
Well, then don't tell us then.
But I just got to
They
say
told me a little bit about Ironwood.
Yeah, I just got to say there's a great story there. But I don't want to talk about it. But they did say to get Keith on here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Keith would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy talking to Keith. He's always really talkative.
Tell him we can rip
You have to get
stogies
taller
in here.
chairs, though.
Yeah, taller chairs. But yeah.
Oh, shit,
yeah.
sure. We'll smoke cigars in here with fucking Keith. Hell yeah.
But no, props to, like I told Evan after the race got canceled, I told him props to Evan.
He won it.
Yeah.
And he knows it.
Well, of course he knows it. He's got that big trophy now. That red number 1 plate. Evan.
Can't even drink out of it, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
you can't take the lid off of it.
That's a bummer.
Is Evan going to be the guy to show up at Pine Lake next year, red number plate with a 1?
He should
You
be the
absolutely
guy.
have to.
That would be
That
badass.
should be the guy.
That would be cool.
They talked about that, a little bit of speculation behind that, but I think Evan should do it.
That would
Red
be-
number plate, number 1.
That would be kind of
That
cool.
would be sweet.
That would be cool.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
I'd be.
You'll get DQ'd for wrong backgrounds. Oh, no, that's in the rules
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the red plate thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because didn't Zach do it?
I don't know if Zach.
I don't think he ran a 1, but I thought he ran a red number plate or something.
Maybe I remember seeing red at some point, but I guess I can't remember.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
What does 5th place do? Do they run a yellow number plate? I want yellow number plates. Would be sweet.
Yellow?
Yeah.
That'd be sport snowcross, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
I believe
something
so.
like that. So is the kid going to run Snowcross in Duluth?
Yeah. Yep. I believe so. See if he sandbags for sport light or not.
I think I don't know. You want to go?
To Duluth?
Yeah.
I thought about it, but it was the last time I was there, like 2015 or 2016. It was so packed.
Yeah.
It's hard to view.
Yeah, it is.
The viewing isn't the best.
Gotta get there early and pick a spot. Sit there for 10 hours.
Yeah, we might go. We'll see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were talking about it today.
Yeah, because my buddy Nate, his kid Tilden is racing.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to go watch that. Are you going, Vince?
No. I'm going to be working on the pit bike track.
Oh,
Cool.
That sounds way better.
We got her to, right now, it's without cutting a lot of down trees out. It's 5/8 mile loop with 80 feet of climbing every lap.
Cool.
80 feet of climbing on a pit bike. Do you think a TTR 90 would make it up it?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll be
God
there.
damn, this sounds fun as shit.
You say it. We'll be there.
Get a whole group together, Vince, and we'll sanction a race.
Yeah, that's just what I need to do.
Vince, another thing I had heard is that we've talked about it before. The manufacturer is not liking the Pro Open class now for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
That they're kind of wanting to dwindle it down.
Is it manufacturers that don't like it?
Supposedly, I'd heard that Polaris wasn't like extremely supported of it.
Really? I mean, they're the only, that's the only class you can do any development in.
Supposedly, they weren't about it, is what I had heard.
Maybe they're just trying to phase out all the fucking 25-year-old IQR mods.
Yeah. How do you make one of these new Patriot engines more hopped up?
Well, that was what I wrote down was, why don't they continue to push like the mini mod that the Bunkies made? and push that into
development. Still an IQR.
Well, yeah, but no, where I was
you got to do what Evan's doing.
I was curious, on what Evan and Aaron Christensen out in Ironwood. His Pro Open sled was a Matrix chassis.
Yeah.
But I wonder, was it a 25 engine?
That I don't know. It had
Evans was not. Evans was essentially the previous Sioux motor, so it used like the old engine mounting and stuff. Or not old, but it's the old engine. I mean, not the old mounting.
No, but what I was thinking is that build that mini mod up into a package that you could sell. So you just go buy like Bobby Mini has that.
It's essentially like a Sioux kit.
Yeah, exactly.
Polaris sells a Sioux kit, but you could buy the mini mod pack. That's really smart. SLP, SLP, Bikeman, one of them guys should do something.
No, not Bikeman.
Bikeman,
you know what I mean, though? An aftermarket company should offer that.
Well, like even just Polaris, just like here's like you can find them Polaris Snowcross sleds for fairly cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And like, okay, here's this kit, all the aero kit, the ECU flash, the exhaust pipe, and whatnot for $4,000.
Yeah.
And this thing is gonna damn near guarantee it'll do 116 all day.
Yeah. Everybody'd have one.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking of business propositions here.
Yeah.
Get on top of it. I'd buy
Who
one.
owns SLP? I gotta call them right now.
I don't think they have anything to do with what the Bunkies have going on.
No.
Right.
No, they have nothing to do with it at all.
No.
They're a pipe manufacturer. They can make pipes.
But I think it's allotted into that computer of that EFI system that
they offer flashes.
Them Bikeman girls though on the calendar.
Well, I guess Brody's getting Bikeman pipes.
Yeah, bro.
They make them for my Bolt.
Oh. No, you got.
No.
I already got aftermarket exhaust.
Vince Hines on there.
Yeah.
Vince Hines.
Yeah. Thanks, Vince, for the exhaust.
Yeah, I'll start my exhaust company back up.
Yeah, you got Van Slyke and Hines on there.
It's Vince and Hines, but spelled like the ketchup.
Sounds badass.
The Carbide Podcast guy did send me he's like, you got to make this a drop after last week's episode. It was like right when Brody said, oh, I met your mom last week. Nice lady.
That's great.
So I got to make that one.
We could make
get
that
on
one.
top of those.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Carbide Podcast guy, John Wick III.
I listened to it today.
I did too.
It was really good.
Good podcast there.
Huh.
John, at the end, he said, if Polaris would remake
the same engine package in a 95 XCR.
Yeah.
How great would that be?
Yes.
That would be insane.
All the new technology, all the new shocks in an old chassis.
Yep. A trailing arm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Make the trailing arm great again.
Yeah. When he said that, I was like, heck yeah.
That's cool.
We'd be all about it, Vince.
You guys would.
You would not?
No.
Oh, man.
What I would do is build something like that, but then call it the Le Mans.
The Le Mans.
Yeah. Because it's built for ice racing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In woods, like non-rough woods.
Oh, yeah.
That thing would just
zip.
Yeah. Huh. But what else you got going on, Vince? We've just kind of
I don't know. I'm trying to ramp up some dirt bike stuff here. That'd be, I guess, I get a pretty decent ways out yet for the first hair scramble. So
your forks were sitting in the corner of his garage.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna write gay on them.
Yeah,
one of my buddies dropped off some WP A kit cone valve stuff. So I haven't worked on a set of those for a long time now. So I have to see what that's all about.
It sounds expensive, especially being
Yeah, they look expensive.
Yeah. Huh. But yeah, VS3 suspension, forks and shocks.
Mm-hmm.
He'll try his best.
He'll try his
We'll
best.
do it.
He'll do it.
We gotta ramp up the Facebook page for your events. Everybody go give VS3 Suspension a like on Facebook.
You got to get after some social media.
I didn't even
stuff.
post anything on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was telling people about you at the
That
Leonard
sounds
Bar.
like too much fucking work.
At the Leonard Bar, you were telling people about VS3?
Yeah, it was too. Some old timer looking for shocks for a sled. I don't know.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Perfect.
I said, VS3.
God.
You can look them up on Facebook.
Yeah.
I did get a couple messages, people like, "Oh, do you have shocks for this?" I'm like, "No." Like, we don't have F7 shocks just sitting on the shelf here. Like,
He was not talking about an F7, so that's not the guy I talked to.
yeah,
Well,
there's one other one too. I can't remember what it was though.
I seen you did all this stuff for Austin Leak and Gunnar Arlo. Don't you have that for me?
Yeah,
Sorry, Vince.
Oh, I was telling him about everything that you've done. The GNCC racing, the car. Oh, yeah, everything.
He's like, really?
Yeah, oh, yeah, he was super hyped up. I'm like, yeah, this guy's smart as shit. He does all the shocks for everybody. I don't know who he doesn't work
you
for.
And you're like, yeah, I can't help you.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
No, sorry.
I was hyping you up.
Huh. But yeah, it's a very short list of Artie Cat riders
Oh, yeah.
this year. Very short.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're slow sleds.
Yeah.
Well, they're slow on the lake, but they ain't slow on the freaking.
Oh,
No, but
Yeah, true.
Actually, looking back, like Vince, when we were watching and we were comparing lap times between at Ironwood between Zach and Aaron, like they were within the same second of each other for many laps there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Herf actually
yeah. It
did
would have been
set
fun
a
to see him
faster
actually
lap.
battle.
Herf did set a faster lap at one point.
Oh, he did. Did he have the fastest lap?
We were paying attention. I don't think he had the fastest lap, but
Oh.
we were watching him as they were going around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have a couple of them that were faster than Aaron's.
Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. But well, I don't know. You got anything else for Vince, Brody?
I wish you were coming in for the 69th episode.
Yeah, next week.
That'd be awesome.
What do you got going on next week, Vince? Maybe we'll come down to you.
Hey.
Like next weekend or like this weekend? You mean?
Yeah, it'd be this coming weekend.
Nothing really. Like I said, well, I don't know. You see what the weather does. Hopefully it isn't as shitty as it says, so I can get some more track work done in the woods. But
True, it's supposed to snow on Friday.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yep.
Oh,
Stupid.
jeez.
You need a hoe, like an excavator? We can rent the one from Jag, and then we can really tear some shit up.
No, we definitely don't need that for a pit bike track.
Oh yeah, we can make.
We got some shovels.
Yeah, we can make some shitters.
Some shitters of a jump or what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you hit them, you go, oh shit.
I think that's damn near every jump on a pit bike.
Some of Gunner's jumps turn into oh shitters every once in a while.
No. They're all pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too small. That one jump at Brooks, though, the triple, that turns into oh shitter every once in a while.
Get a little cattywampus
Yeah.
off shit. Man, that step up on the backstretch up along the woods there.
Yeah.
To the very far left. Man, did I hit a kicker there last year?
Oh, yeah?
Where I was just coming up like normal, took a different line and hit that kicker and just whop, 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 whop. That was the first time I've ever heard the rev limiter on my bike.
I only ever hit that on the outside because the two-stroke doesn't have enough legs to take it tight, and get up it. Yeah, so I only ever hit the right
on
side.
the right side, yeah.
What gear you hit that jump in?
Third, I think I click it into fourth for that step up and then the table.
Yeah. Okay.
line.
Cool.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, we got to get you to come up and ride at Brooks this year, Vince, one time.
Yeah, one of these times, make it up there.
What about doing a race? Let's battle it out in like 30 plus or something.
No, racing's for idiots.
Thank you.
Huh. Well, do you want to be on the phone here when we give Wesley a call, Vince, or do we want to let
Yeah,
him go?
I'll talk to him for a little bit.
Okay.
I gotta make my break comment to him again.
Okay. We'll give stay on hold here while we merge into Wesly, and then
yeah.
Not
you
as
can
much
just
this time.
you can just say you're gonna go whenever you want, then Vince, if you wanted to.
Not as much.
Okay.
Hoofta.
It's bourbon. I'm laughing every time you take a sip because you make a face.
Yeah.
Wesley, how's it going?
Oh, not too bad. How you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, we got your suspension guy VS3 here on hold. He wants to talk to you as well. So,
All right, sounds good.
hang on one second here. Vince?
You lost them both.
No, okay.
Yeah. Hello.
All
Lost them both.
All right, we got VS3 and Wes Selby on the phone call here.
Oh,
whoops.
God.
Oh, whoops.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, at least one.
Hello?
Gunner?
Okay, yeah, I got you guys on here. Sorry.
You're both
Technical
live.
difficulties.
Every goddamn time we try to use the phone.
Sorry.
Live on the Shop Talk podcast.
Yep, Wesley.
Wes, why did you hate your snowmobile so much this weekend?
Apparently it didn't do me right or something. I don't know. It's junk now. If you guys need any parts, I don't know. I think I might have something good on it, but not too much.
Well, not brake pads. We know that. But
No, I think I offered my brake lever to Garth, but it's probably stretched out, so I can't. Pretty much.
Can we have a side
not
panel?
good. We'll see. I don't know. I got to bring it out. I haven't even looked at it. It made me so mad. I just got to parked it after we were done with it, and then just pulled it in the trailer afterwards. But
Oh, you know it'd be sweet is that hood
you got
off
the
that
aero
sled.
bars on it now.
the what?
You got aero bars on it now.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's things pretty much junk, but
Yeah.
whatever, I guess.
After seeing that thing roll and tumble down the hill, Wes, I'm not sure there's a straight part left on that sled.
No, and then when I was riding it down, what happened? I think there's a bolt like where the front end bolts to like the chassis, and then there's like the PCO plate on the side and everything. There's some bolt that broke off there, and when I tried to go on the second class, like Dennis Dermis and a bunch of buddies, like they helped. We straightened it out, and like the A-arms are all pointed different ways and everything, and then we kind of got it beat back straight to where it would be kind of rideable. And then the first little jump thing after the timing lights, I think there was a bolt bounced around in there that broke off the chassis somewhere, and then it shot through the primary cut shot it through the coil. So then it quit running.
Oh my God.
Motherfucker. So I think everything's pretty much junk on it, to be honest. But
Oh, is that what happened? Yeah, because I was wondering what happened there, where you kind of just came to an abrupt stop before that second jump there.
yeah, that's what happened that time. And then they Skidoo guys fixed that while I was going up on the mod sled, and then we thought it was running or whatever. But then the last time I tried to go up I think from it hitting so hard too, like the fuel pump broke off the fuel pump backer plate or whatever. So then it was like bogging and cutting out when I was going up the last time I rode it.
Oh, no.
It was pretty, like I said, I think, yeah,
Everybody should do it.
it's pretty awesome. But, so if you guys need a nice, clean one owner Snowcross, then I got one for you.
For sale, on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get whatever you want to offer at this point.
Is the tunnel straight still?
Huh?
Is the tunnel straight?
No, that thing was bent like a foot down in the back.
Holy shit.
Dude, we could.
So it's pretty much ready for the two then.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
Don't
give you-
need a tunnel enclosure. It's already built. It's built for left-handers. The right side of the arms are back a little ways, so
Got some good caster to them already.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll give you $300
Well, we didn't-
bucks and then hang it from the ceiling.
Why so much?
That's for your trip up here to bring it up here.
Oh no, that's not included. No, so that sucks, but whatever. It's how it goes sometimes. I've been pretty lucky. I never I've never really wrecked a sled there. So there's a lot of guys that wreck sleds this year because they set the course and then it was pretty soft on Saturday, but then Saturday night it got real cold and it was a struggle for icy. Yeah, it was icy, and then like they make you cross like the ruts from the day before, and it was just in a spot where it was rocky and icy. And, just not many people made it. There were some guys that made it through there before. They changed it after the 700 mod class, which was the last place I raced. But then there was a lot of guys that went over there after that. But so it's pretty interesting. But it is what it is.
Yeah, right there where you had trouble there was some ginormous rocks, it looked like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think, those rocks, we went to the left, or we just went to the left of that and then went through that same stuff on Saturday. And, like, the one time I just, like, there was, like, a 2-foot rock. And normally, like, in a cross country or any other kind of race, you, like, try to avoid those. And those, sometimes you just tee them up and hit them wide open and just bounce up the things. It's kind of crazy. Like,
holy shit.
Like your body and mind is like, don't do that. But then you watch other guys do it and you're like, I guess it works. So you try it and it does work sometimes. But
my God,
pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty
But
wild.
So I'm showing Kyle this picture here, Wes, of you almost annihilating somebody going up the hill.
Were you pissed at him?
Jerry.
You were pissed
That's
at him?
Jerry Matson.
Oh, that's Jerry.
Yeah.
You're pissed at him with all the Arctic Cat clothes on, it looks like.
Wow, it's kind of funny because I didn't see him there because we were busy working on stuff all whole time or racing. But then he goes every year. Like, he's been there every year for like 20 years or something and helped on Hill Help. So he loves doing that. But then I think that morning I'd seen on Facebook, he like wrote a note on my Facebook like, hey, I'm up here waiting for you, whatever. And then like after the first time when I wrecked my sled, he said something else on there like, if you had a cat or something, you had made it farther or faster or something. And then like the next class is when I almost destroyed him with like, he's lucky. Like, it was not good. I thought he was going to get used for traction for a second, but he luckily my sled, like, there was a thing that shot me right towards him, and he was standing right outside the gates that you're supposed to go in, and I just barely like stopped straight up and down, and my sled was like 2 feet down in the snow. It's pretty funny, but he goes barrel rolling out. My guy's looking around the side trying to see if I hit him, and then he came like rolling out the side of my sled. Is pretty funny.
That's where there was a few people I seen some videos of some people that the one guy got hit hard,
just punted out of the way or what?
Hit hard. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's hard because like those guys try to stay close enough, especially when it's like that, so they can help you. I mean, those guys. The amount of money they save people is unreal. Like, if those guys weren't there, everyone's sled would be junk, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, give me an example of, like, how they help. Like, do they catch the sled?
Yeah, pretty much as soon as you're getting stuck, or, like, if you say, hey, help me, or, like, you're going backwards, wide open, then there's sometimes 15 guys jump on your sled and stop you, and then if you get stuck, they help you turn around and put your ski brakes on and stuff and send you back down the hill. So these guys are like the heroes of the hill climb, really, because if they weren't there, like, everyone's sled would be junk after that didn't make it, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they actually do save sleds.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, that's freaking cool. Yeah.
It's pretty wild. Like, if you watch videos of them, like, there'll be 10 guys going down the hill dragging on a sled, and like it'll be rolling sometimes, and there'll be guys flipping in the air and shit. Like, it's really wild. Like,
holy shit!
So I mean, every racer, you definitely do all you can to never hit one, or and I'm always like every time they help me, I'm always like, thanks you guys, like, I appreciate it. Like, definitely, like, it's just one of those things. And there's some guys, like, it's more than just Jerry. There's a bunch of guys that have done it for a long time, and they love it, and it's pretty funny because you see them guys every year, and they remember you and stuff, and it's a pretty cool deal, really.
It is neat. It is neat for them to be that close to the action.
Oh yeah,
like, you're literally right there. So like, every other event we're at, where everybody's like, stay back. It's like, throw that freaking rule book out the window.
Well, it reminds me of GNCC.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, you can hit people so easily.
Yeah.
If you've seen any middle fingers out there, I was telling everybody that was out there, flip that 15 sled off.
I don't even think twice when someone flips me off anymore. So there's probably more than one I've seen for sure. It's pretty fun. Now that's Troy DeWald. He was out there. He stopped by the trailer for a little bit, and then seen him eating dinner there one night. So bullshitted with him a little bit, but they were kind of just vacationing. So it's cool to see him out there.
Did you stop by and see little Richard?
I don't know how to answer this.
Did you go see Rick?
Oh yeah, no, we seen him. He was hanging out with PKI Tom and some other guys the one night, so we hung out with him a little bit. He was just saying they could never get you to work, so otherwise you would have been out there helping. But he's like, I don't know. He's pretty much a part-time guy at this point, but
I wish.
No, they were helping some people out and stuff, so they always have quite the booth set up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't go out to that one, Vince, right?
No, I don't get to go on cool work trips. I only go on trips that I have to do shit for fucking 40 hours a day. So
too many cowboys around there. They don't like guys like Vince running around.
Like, I'll eat that horse. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I don't think that's what they're worried about.
Yeah, I don't think Vince is the Brokeback Mountain
more
type.
Like, yeah, they're more like, who's the Brokeback Mountain shot guy?
How you're off the program.
Keeps bringing up numbers and equations and shit.
Yeah. Have you ever rode a T7?
Yeah.
That's funny. No, it's good. Yeah, I don't know. The races were fun. The track was pretty gnarly this year, but for me, it didn't go like I hoped. But kind of got hurt in that when I wrecked my sled there. I ended up fucking up my collarbone. So kind of rest of the races, it was more or less just trying to finish and not get hurt again, I guess. But,
yeah, it looked like that. I could see that you're kind of working your shoulder there when they were trying to get your sled out of the catch fence. So
yeah, I think I ended up. I'm going to go to the doctor tomorrow. I think I broke my collarbone, but so it's still pretty sore, but it was one of those things. You just do what you got to do and make the best of it. And there's a lot of guys that were. I mean, I watched. When you're there, part of the fun is just watching all the other classes and like the lines people take. And then, I mean, there's a lot of guys, Keith Curtis and a lot of other guys that normally don't struggle very much at all. They were all struggling. So it's kind of one of those years. There's a lot of different winners in different classes. And Polaris guys, they do good always there. But Skidoo had some guys winning, and Arctic Cat guys, there's some of them guys winning too. So it's good for the sport, and different people are doing good and other people are struggling. I don't think anyone else really got hurt too bad, just little things, but so it was pretty good for that too. But
yeah.
Who's that semi-pro kid on Skidoo that was doing good?
Pouchard, I think that's how you pronounce it, but he hasn't raced much ever, but he works for Carl Kuster now up in Canada at his camp there, and he came to the first couple races, and he actually did really good there too. He won some races there, and then he had some sled issues in the finals, like he bent his rails the one, and basically his track was derailing every corner, and he was struggling a little bit in the finals. But then like a local kid from where I'm at, Lucas Conger, he ended up winning a couple, and then another guy in a Skidoo. There's a lot of good Skidoo riders in those semi-pro classes right now. Skidoo's put a lot of effort into building like the future of the Skidoo team with those guys and their mod sleds and stuff. So, there's a lot of Polaris kids that are fast too. It sucks because then in that class, they only take 5 people in each class out of like 50. So it's like pretty much, I think David raced semi-pro there this weekend, or at the other ones too, but he he was pretty close. Like, I think he wasn't even a second out of qualifying or something. I can't remember exact times, but so it's like, it's kind of like cross country where qualifying or heads up, where if you're quarter second off, you can not make the main or something, or front row,
Wow.
So
David Brown tried racing, huh?
Yeah, he's been going to the hill climbs with me, and then
oh, cool.
He's done good at the other ones, like the ski hill races, especially the one where we went to the Sagebrush Hill and drove back and forth across it. He struggled like I did there, but he hasn't rode in the mountains much until this winter, so he's trying to figure it out. It's just totally different, but he's getting better, and we got him some spots there, and so he rode all 3 classes, and I think he was only a couple spots out of each main, or making it to the main, so he was close, but he'll keep getting better.
Yeah.
But he just wanted to keep racing. Without being in Minnesota, there's not any other racing to do, and I kind of told him, like, well, we're going to the races, you might as well do something. And so I think he's having fun with it. It's just probably frustrating at the same time a little bit sometimes, but
yeah,
that's just like anything.
Huh? What else?
You're trying to learn something new. But.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, that was interesting to see your sled tumble there, especially in the first class out too, Wes.
Yeah, I mean that's like the worst case scenario. Like qualifying went good, like especially there. Like I was Friday. I think I qualified first in all 3 for that day, like stock and improved. But then obviously you go up higher on the hill on the finals. All the pro classes, you've got to try to go over the top, and it's like usually in our 600 and 700 classes, it's on the mod sleds you're usually all right, but the stock and improved sleds, it's like maybe 1 or 2 guys will make it over, and we were looking pretty good, but then with that ice and then that one corner, like if they would have switched it sucks too because they set the course because they want it to be gnarly for everyone, but then you don't really know until anyone tries to go up it, especially until the next morning. So then like the first 6 classes are just destroying sleds, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll switch it now." And it's like, motherfuckers.
Damn.
But you can't make it easier. That's not fun to watch either. So
yeah,
it's kind of a double-edged sword. I guess I shouldn't really complain. If I wanted to do different classes, I wouldn't have to worry about it. So.
Yeah. Is it just like a 137 inch and 3/4 you got in that Snowcross sled?
Yep. Yeah. So it's got to be stock. Like even in the hill climb rules, you can't even change shocks or nothing if it's stock. It's basically got to be stock. Everything like even if they're pretty like they tech a lot here. Where like say if your sled comes with like tools on it, shipped on it, then they want you to have those spare tools on it too. Like yeah, as it's shipped, you basically have to race it. So you can just change like springs and then valving and then like grips, obviously. But I'm pretty sure you have to run like stock handlebars or anything, and then you can screw the track. Like you can cut the track down if you want to little shorter lugs, but on the Snowcross sled, don't need to do that on that one. But like on our mountain, like the 850s and stuff, you'll cut the track down to 2 inches around there. So it's, yeah, they don't let you do much to them. So it's kind of interesting. The stock classes are pretty tight competition too that way. Cause like the mod classes, you can do whatever you want. Like it's pretty much unlimited. You just got to have, the right CCs for the most part. So it's, totally different in those classes.
I thought you were going to try to have that old Polaris out there this year, Wes, that you'd bought.
Yeah, I mean, I actually picked up carburetors the weekend before it, and I don't know. I want to race it, but at the same time, I don't want to race it. I don't know. But, that class only goes to the second catwalk in the finals, so I'm not really worried about wrecking it. I don't know. Being on Ski-Doo and everything, I kind of would feel like I shouldn't race it, but we'll see. I might end up. I've been looking for like a Rev with like an 800 or a big bore in it or something, but it's they're hard to find the Revs those years with big motors in them. They don't really. I think only collectors really have them, and they don't want to get rid of them they're not cheap by any means.
No.
I guess I have a question. How do you cut down a track? Because I know how like Dad's done it.
Knobby knife.
That's what I used. Yeah, I mean that's basically what we've been doing. Well, what I did this last weekend is Garth had like one of those those like little saw cutters. I can't like the multi tool. I think they're called or something. They like kind of just
oscillating tool.
Yeah, oscillating tool.
Okay.
And you put one of them with the cutter head on it, and then I heat it up with a torch, and then it just goes right through it.
Oh, okay.
So, and then usually you'll do you just make we have jigs we've made out of 2-inch or whatever steel, and then you just slide that across the top of it, and it goes pretty quick actually. It probably takes about 20 or 30 minutes to cut a track.
Okay.
So
my question is, what do you do with the skis? What's your carbide preference and stuff like that? Because you're not really using them.
No. Well, if you qualifying, you go in the bottom, and you want good carbides because you're on snow the whole time usually. But then, say if you have big 10-inch carbides on your sled and you try to go over those rocks, it pretty much just stops you.
Mm.
So when you go to finals day, you pretty much don't even run carbide. You just run runners without any carbide on them. And then that way you just it doesn't slow you down when you hit the rocks. You just kind of glide across them or whatever. But you don't really use much. Like you said, you don't use them much, but need a little bit on there. And some guys will run 3 inches of carbide on them during finals or something. But I pretty much just take mine off when I'm doing the finals. But
you're saying the exciter is ready to go over the top.
Yeah, for any of your
no carbide
that you raced in the ditch, because your left one would be good from all the road running.
Here's the kicker: I never did any ditch races.
I'm just kidding. No, it's basically you don't want much carbide, but that's interesting. There's all kinds of tricks like these guys got out here. I'm still learning some of them, but it's pretty cool. Walk through the pits and look at all the different sleds and the things people do differently and stuff. But
it's a totally different world.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm completely naive on hillclimb. I have no idea.
I'm walking through the pits, looking at people's skid frames and stealing notes off of that, Yeah. But out there, where do you begin?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty different. That's for sure. And Jackson's different than all the others. I mean, it's pretty gnarly at the top. All our other races, they have a little bit of hill help, but not much for that place. I mean, I don't even know. There's probably 100 people up on the hill helping, if not more. So it's definitely, it's gnarly. Even talking to that Troy, he had never been out there, and he's his first text, he's hey, we're in town, just going by the trailer to see if we're out. He's holy shit, this hill is crazy. Videos and pictures don't even do it justice. But
I remember driving in. We drove through in the summer, and into Jackson, you see the hill, and you're holy shit, they go over that with snowmobiles.
Yeah. Oh, it's retarded. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's wild. I don't know what else I would go up there on, to be honest. I don't think I would try it on a dirt bike or anything. That's for sure.
I think I would rather try it on a dirt bike.
Yeah, your bike would look like my stalker.
Just
my bars are already low enough. I'm good.
Got the Ricky Carmichael bend on there.
Lower than that, actually. They're modified flex bikes.
It's funny.
You can barely put the bar pad on.
That's awesome.
All right, I gotta take off, guys.
So, all right, VS3.
Right.
Thanks for the time tonight.
Yeah, no problem. Except for had to talk to Wes, but whatever.
We'll see you, Vince. See you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye now.
Mega flow.
I was waiting for somebody to say that. I knew it was coming.
What do you say?
Mega floats.
Mega floats. That's kind of his and Kyle's goodbye for some odd reason.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that started what episode? When the hell did
back.
Episode 1,
way back.
It's funny.
So Wes, your 1 week of mountain man training with AC last year must have paid off for him in Ironwood this year.
Yeah, it looks like he did good there.
Yeah, he just put on a clinic only 1 day racing, but yeah, that whole day it was the AC show pretty much.
Yeah, I looked at the results and it seemed like he cleaned the house there. Pretty sure. It seems like Zach had some problems, but I don't mean this in a bad way, but with who's there, I mean, you can basically figure it's going to be AC or Zach winning those. But that's just kind of, they've done so much of that. And then, like a lot of the younger kids and stuff, they're fast, but they're not, I don't think they're quite up to speed on that kind of racing yet.
Yeah, it was, Jesse was doing really good in Pro Open before he blew a belt. He was in front of Aaron and Zach, and then Zach's motor went on that Pro Open sled, and then on lap 1 of Pro Stock, Zach kind of got off course and really had to side hill it out of
he went off in the mud.
Yeah,
is what I heard.
All right.
Yeah, it's straight up and down mud section. Yeah, and he went off. Yeah, and there's trees on both sides.
Yeah,
and like it's super narrow, super tight, and you just kind of got to like hold it wide open and shoot up the hill, you know. And that's where he said that he went off, like in the trees, and he said to side hill out of it and then come up.
Yeah,
and still managed to do as good as he did.
But
that's interesting. Huh.
Yeah, it would have been a good battle between him and Aaron there in the final if they could have stayed 1-2 off the first lap.
Oh, for sure. That's kind of what I was waiting to see. Is like, well, let those guys just battle out the whole time and see how it wins. But
yeah,
I'm sure. I don't think AC will quit yet, but
no, I don't.
Hopefully, they'll get some snow next year.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. And then when we talked to Justin Tate last week, it sounded like Justin is semi-retiring.
Yeah.
Is that how you would take it, Kyle?
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
He's in, but he's out.
Yeah. It sounded almost more in still than out.
Yeah.
I don't think he says he's going to quit every year. I think he'll go to the first couple and then he'll just keep going. I bet.
Yeah,
but which is hard to quit. But I don't know what else he'd go do in the winter.
Yeah.
Well, he said if he's not racing, he'll still be with the team helping and shit like that.
Yeah, he'll still be with Nelson Racing hanging out.
Who is going to go ride for Ryan if he's not riding?
I think he would maybe pull Bussy in. I think that's maybe one of my thoughts. But then we talked a little bit of silly season stuff before we called you Wes, and what do you think? What's your take? What do you think Zach's going to end up doing?
I don't know. I know for some reason he said he wouldn't ride Skidoo in the past, so I would say he'll go to Polaris. But
and then Vince thought he would go to Skidoo over Polaris, is what Vince thought.
I don't know. I mean, the hard part is Polaris has all their guys they've had forever right now, so
yep.
I don't foresee they're not gonna. But I know Rager's tried to get him every year, or basically told him from what I have understood, he's basically juniors told him every year, like, hey, if you ever want to come ride for us, then you have the opportunity. And then, so I don't know. I mean, I think both have good sleds. I think for the cross country racing, that Polaris, they are kind of like always been like Arctic Cat, where they put more focus on that than maybe Skidoo, or Skidoo's putting way more focus on Snowcross and hillclimb.
Yep.
So I think, it'd be a hard decision, and I think I would bet if he does anything, he'd go to Polaris.
And I thought like Nelson Racing would be a good fit for him to be kind of like Ryan is, like kind of the older CBR of what Arctic Cat was of what they were for Arctic Cat. So
yeah, and like Ryan Nelson, he's passionate about it, and he's not afraid to spend money either. Like he'll do whatever it takes to win. Where some other teams would maybe, I don't want to say cheap out, but like I said, I think Ryan Nelson, if he has a good rider and can win a race, like if he needs anything, it's like, well, here, what can I provide you with? Or, and it seems, I think Ryan and his buddies there that they work on sleds, pretty well together down where Ryan lives and all that kind of stuff. Where that's what my thoughts would be. And no, I mean, Zach can win on anything. To be honest, like anyone can. When you're at that level of a snowmobile racing, like or dirt bikes or anything, you can adapt to whatever and make it work for your style. It's just, and I think it would be easier for him to go to Polaris than anything.
Yeah, especially with being he lives so close to the race shop there too in Wisconsin. So
yeah, and like just what I see, I mean, Skidoo wants to win cross country races too and stuff, but they put a lot of effort into the Iron Dog, and then like Dwight and them they're obviously been putting effort into it, but I think their main focus right now is like the Snowcross and the hillclimb, and like that's kind of more, I don't know, in the circuit in Minnesota isn't quite like I don't mean it in any bad ways, but it's like not the same as it was 5 years ago. There's just less people racing here. I think that goes with Snowcross for sure too.
Yeah.
Where there's just less guys racing, and it's harder to have cross country races now too with all the politics and like the government. Like they just try to police everything so much now. It's like I don't know if I'd want to be a circuit trying to have cross country races, just getting everything approved all the time, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All the permits and
yeah.
Yep.
But so like I said, I don't know. I mean, Polaris has a strong Sioux program, and they have a strong cross country program right now. So I mean, they're definitely beatable. But I think if he was looking for a turnkey situation, like I know Dwight would always take him on the team to ride Skidoo for sure.
Yeah.
But I just think like a turnkey operation where he would be minimal effort, like, and just ride and practice and stuff. It would be one of the Polaris guys. And like you said, Ryan Nelson, I think he's easy to get along with too and everything. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. And he likes to have a good time. Like some places is like, well, I just want to, it's not as much fun. Where I think if you were racing for Ryan, he's had like AC and Tate and all these other guys racing for him forever, and like they just want to have fun, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that'd be. I don't know what'll happen. I know Zach wants to keep going with Cat as long as he can, or that's his plan. I mean, he could have jumped ship this year and he didn't. So
yeah, yep.
I don't know what'll happen.
No, it's definitely going to be an interesting story, kind of waiting to see what Artie Cat does and kind of what Zach ends up doing. So we're gonna cover it here like ESPN.
Oh, totally. Yeah. You'll hear it first here.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Wes? Are you going to come to Pine Lake this year?
I mean, I'd like to. I mean, we have sleds ready to go. Basically, my sleds from last year were just sitting there ready to go. And I mean, I think it's fun. So I'm in a spot where I kind of need to focus on the hill climb stuff, but I mean, I think going to like the 500 and Pine Lake and stuff shouldn't be a problem. I just this last fall with my wrist and stuff, it just didn't work out. And, which, like I said before, I'm not going to go somewhere if I don't feel like my body's 100% to win. So
yeah.
What's the point then?
Yeah, like, and then I mean, put the focus on like Jesse or something, or put that help towards him trying to win or something, you know, instead of me going around there to be in fourth place or something. So, that's kind of my opinion on it. But wish I would have went this year with. I mean, all the sleds having problems and stuff this year.
Right. It helped me luck into second place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
I mean, honestly, it could have been good. You just never know, though. I mean, so we'll see what happens. I plan on going racing. I need to focus on the hill climb stuff, and like we're starting to get I think the things are clicking pretty good right now with the Skidoo hill climb team. Like everyone's having fun, and the kids that are in the semi-pro class, kind of trying to help them with suspension and stuff, and getting them. We need to teach them. That's the hard part. Is like need to teach people what the kids, especially like what does what on a sled or what you need to change and that kind of stuff. And then like in the pro class, there's a lot of guys right now that are hauling butt too. So, and I know Skidoo wants to keep doing good, especially like after this weekend at Jackson, they won like some king titles and stuff like that, where in stock classes and mod classes, where it's like when you start winning more than the previous season, then they just want to keep upping it each year, you know.
So. I had one question about that titanium pipe that RP Performance is making for you guys. When I was talking to Mike McCardle about that, and he was very curious on how they got that tie pipe to work, because he said, like, experimenting with it with Arctic Cat in the olden days, like, he just couldn't get tie pipes to like hold heat.
Yep.
So
I mean, I don't know. I can't remember. They changed a little bit on it, but it works good. I mean, those sleds those sleds that they built, they're a stock motor, but then they just have a lightweight everything on them.
Mm-hmm.
And like riding one of those sleds, and it's like the weight ratio that it fools you and makes it thinks it's so fast, just because it picks up speed so fast. But honestly, those things are like, I wouldn't say they're like riding a full on turned up turbo, but they're pretty fast. Like you can stop in a corner, and then coming out of the corner when you get on it, they pull so hard because they're so light. But a lot of guys are like, oh, they must be big bores and all that stuff, but they run good, and like it's pretty. They got them working good. I mean, whatever they got it figured out there on that, where they don't do nothing weird or nothing, and they run good, and it's a pretty fun sled.
Yeah, those pipes look sweet. Mm-hmm. They look cool.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't remember the price on them, but they're pretty expensive.
Another thing I thought of too is with Polaris building these competition only sleds, Kyle, like your limited build 600s. That Skidoo kind of really missed the boat on putting the 600 RS sled in a cross country sled.
Yep.
Or the 600 RS motor
into a competition sled.
Into a cross country sled. That would be a good sled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those motors are unreal.
If you could do that for a stock class, then you would be like, I think that's pretty much kind of what Polaris did with their sled. And I don't know details, but like their sleds run good this year. I think if you did that with the Skidoo, then it would be on par. But they must be getting their EPA stuff. It must be clean enough where they're not having to worry about dirty credits or whatever, noise and all that stuff. But
I think it was such a limited build that the way I understood it is that they have so many clean EPA credits that they could afford to make these dirty EPA race sleds.
I don't know. They're just an 850, sleeve down.
Yeah.
But it's just that it's ported, polished, and it's dirty. Dirty.
Yeah. There's a lot of oil going through that engine. I know that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, that's kind of what we always wanted to do at CAT, but then the build numbers with the amount of racers anymore is hard to do.
Yeah, that's where I understood it. That Polaris has so many clean credits with all their side by sides and 4-wheelers and everything they make that they have so many credits, and with Arctic Cat being just kind of smaller, they couldn't afford to do that.
Yep.
Is that how it works? It's credit?
Yeah.
That's what I've heard too. Yeah.
Like credit score systems through the government.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We don't like the government.
No.
Mike, Wes, have you got any cool new stuff from your buddy Dirty Mike?
No. Nope. No. We were messing around with some. I can't remember what we were doing. There's some fun stuff for sure, but gotta be careful with any of this thing anymore.
Yeah.
But
how about cars?
No, we haven't. My dad went to. I think he went to Oregon. I called him yesterday to tell him I got hurt or whatever, and how I did or whatever, and he was up in Oregon going to buy another one of them short bed truck standard cabs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pretty funny. But I don't know, hopefully I can maybe work on some stuff the next couple of weeks, and we have like 3 weeks off right now, so gonna try to get healed up and maybe pull a couple cars in the shop and work on them. I gotta get my work stuff going too, but it's still pretty muddy here. Like I went and looked at a job just today right before you guys called, and like I was like going through like 2 feet of mud because this guy's driveway is it's not draining or nothing. So it's like I didn't even think I was gonna get out of there. I told him, I'm like, they'll all come up there with a shovel, and I'm like, I think we're gonna need more than a shovel. But it is pretty funny. Got out somehow, but it's pretty warm here. I think I think it's warm back there obviously too, but this week in Denver is supposed to be in the 70s. So,
damn, but nope, not that here.
No, but it snowed a bunch. Like because I've been in Wyoming or Idaho for a couple weeks now, and when I was gone last week, it snowed a couple feet where everyone was out here powder riding. And I think Brian Deerdall, I talked to him today. He said he was up on Rabbit Ears close to here, and they were riding snow bikes for over the weekend and stuff. So
cool. You see it on his snap? There was a whole shit pile of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just a whole fleet of snow bikes? Damn. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things are fun if you ride with other snow bikes. If you try to ride like sleds with one, it's kind of one of those things. If you ride sleds with one, or if you ride, or like try to go riding with sleds, if you're on one, it just kind of sucks because like they're totally different. And like, so it's pretty fun if you get a big group of them like he was doing. Plus it makes like guys that can't mountain ride, you can actually ride a snow bike pretty good in them. They're easier to ride in the mountains. So that makes it more fun too. But
there you go.
They got their own place. But
what are you looking at me for?
You guys were looking at me.
We could ride snow bikes.
Yeah.
It sounds easier to do.
But I remember when you rode a Arctic Cat snow bike in Duluth. I was there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, they're fun. I don't know. When we were doing like that project of working on those, we did a bunch of riding in the spring and stuff on them and Crested Butte and like racing. It was fun. It's just, I don't know. I'd rather ride a snowmobile, to tell you the truth. They just, I don't know, power. Like you kind of just cruise around. It's kind of like cruising an old Cadillac compared to like a muscle car or something, you know, like you get in the muscle car and it's got some power where like you're just kind of cruising around on a snow bike. But like I said, they're fun. It just depends on the situation.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, are you making any plans to come to Minnesota again this summer, Wes? Because we'll get you in studio again if you are.
Yeah, I need to. I want to come. I need to call Roger and see how he's doing. I'll probably come up there this spring. We'll see. This weekend, we were planning on going to Moab to ride side by sides. Me and a couple of friends, so that'll be pretty fun.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then I honestly was thinking today I might come out there and go to like that Corey Thien that has Thien Motorsports. I need to call him and see if he's got any used RS parts. So I was kind of thinking I could just bring my RS with me and go to his place and just work on the thing and get it all tuned back in, and then come see Roger and some other people and stuff. 'Cause I haven't been out there since I was there for Thanksgiving or whatever it was. So.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we got just about 30 more episodes, and then we'll try to go up to Rogers again. Mm-hmm. Try to hit.
Cool.
Try to go back up there for episode 100, hopefully.
That'd be awesome. Mm-hmm. And he said he liked when you guys came up there last time. So
yeah.
Oh, it was freaking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves.
Better come up in the fall and bring a car with you. I think that's when we'll get her going.
Fuck, I don't want it to sit outside and rust all winter.
Yep. Bring it up, Wes. Well, the 26s showed up. Take it out.
Yeah, exactly. No, you just let me know. I'll make a trip real quick if you want one up there.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll send you a picture of this 2-tone truck that Kyle just finished up this past week. It turned out pretty good.
I got another.
It was a Chevy or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, the blue and white Chevy.
Yeah, you've probably seen it on Johnny's story.
That's stolen valor.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think I've seen it. It looks like it was nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. I got a 94 Ford 1-ton in there. It's going in the booth tomorrow. Green and white 2-tone.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Cool.
That's fun doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it every day, and then it won't be fun anymore.
It's your damn job then.
That's what I thought. They said, you do something you love, you won't work a day in your life. Fuck that.
Yeah, I think everything becomes work sooner or later.
Yeah. All these 90s and 80s trucks are all like perfectly straight.
Yeah.
It takes hours to get them just perfect,
Oh, I know. That's a lot of those guys. They start with just junk, and it's like, fuck, they gotta have so much time into those things, getting them like ready for paint. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Even the nice ones, it takes forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've told me how much just tape and plastic and you go through and for just one job.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like, it's all just wasted material. Everything in the paint industry is just wasted material.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Like, even you buy a tub of wax and grease remover, it's something you spray on the car and wipe it off.
Yep.
Even that's like $100, so it's just, it's stuff that just.
Oh, yeah. It's all, and half of the paint goes into the booth and out. It doesn't even go on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, if you think about it. I don't know.
But they turn out sweet as frick when they're done. Boy, is it cool when they're done.
Yeah.
It makes it worth it when you got it all polished up, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, you guys we'll kind of keep in touch, and then I'll let you know if I come up that way. There's a good chance I do, so
all right,
we'll see what happens here.
Sounds good, Wes. Well, good job at Jacksonville this weekend.
Thanks, you guys, and we'll keep in touch.
All right.
Sounds good.
We'll talk to you later.
All right. We'll see ya.
Yep, see ya.
The mountain man, Wes Selby.
Mountain man. And he did bring up Keith Curtis. Keith Curtis has won Jackson Hole 9 times.
I know. It is unreal.
Did you watch him this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Not to take anything away from Wes, but wow.
It's like I always make it a point to watch like their last runs where he wins King of Kings.
Yeah, King of Kings.
And it's like Ricky Carmichael.
Yeah, it's just like watching Ricky Carmichael, James Stewart.
Yeah,
just like that.
Oh my gosh,
just somebody on a mountain sled.
Yep.
Yeah, and just watching, like, if you watch a bunch of runs before that run,
and then you watch his,
and like,
you can just tell that they're on a different level.
Yeah. I wish Keith Curtis would come and do like a ski hill race. You think he ever would?
A ski hill race? Like
Like
Ironwood?
like what we were doing.
I don't think the crossover is there though. Of like, that's where I think everybody is so good at their one discipline that it doesn't cross over as much as you it would have back in like the early 90s where everybody was on like the same sled. Yeah. Where it was the same sled that you snowcrossed or cross country or.
And you watch Keith and he's like pretty much off of the sled the entire time.
Yeah.
Like his one tippy toe and fingertips are on it the whole time.
Yeah, like side saddling each side the whole time.
Yeah.
Not standing in the middle of the sled.
Not working with like controlling the sled, just letting it do what it does.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Just that people are so good at their craft.
Yeah. I wonder if Keith could do
a cross country.
A cross country, like a hill race, a short course.
Yeah.
But they're such specialists.
Yeah.
Exactly. At their craft. Yeah.
And that's crazy for Wes to go out there and do that because he's,
it's freaking nuts.
Phenomenal ice racer too. So
yeah, freaking nuts.
So Alex Satine went and did the Iron Dog this year, and now next year Alex has got to go do Jackson Hole.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go, Alex. Go do Jackson Hole next winter. We'll watch and we'll give you a call afterwards.
Don't break anything this time.
Did you see that picture where he shoved that log up right underneath his primary clutch?
Yeah, right through the belly pan.
Crazy.
Damn. Yeah. Iron Dog is rugged.
Seems like Alex breaks something every big race. I-500 broke his back, and then now Iron Dog broke a rib.
The Sioux broke a crank.
Yeah, the Sioux's broken crank.
They are the most aggressive, races, though, that he's doing.
Yeah. So it's all dream races.
Yeah, they're big, hard, aggressive, top-of-the-line races. So, yeah,
Next on the list is Jackson Hole.
If you don't break something, like, that's surprising. Mm-hmm. On the sled or on your body, like, goddamn. Like, even the iron dog, like, God, there's so many things. Mm-hmm. There's so many variables. It's nuts. Like, what if you don't bring enough water and, like, you get stuck somewhere? Like, well, like, you got to think about that stuff. Like, those are variables you have to think about during the iron dog.
Yeah, that's where Dustin Dorn, when we were in Ironwood, he kept asking me, you want to do it? It's like, hell no. Yeah.
That stuff I like that type of racing more than, like, the hill climbs. Yeah,
I would do it, but first I wouldn't go up there and just race pro class like those guys did. You know, I would do the expedition first and then see how that went. You know?
No, when me and Mandy went up there and watched, it's some different country up there.
Yeah, it is. That's what I like. You know.
Yeah, I like the different stuff too. Yeah,
the river crossings and
that's fine.
The water skipping at night.
Yeah.
God damn.
We've done it before. That's fine.
It's fine.
It's nothing we don't do outside of Leonard on a daily basis.
Yeah, come on.
Shit,
you never rode fucking shoveling the Bagley at middle of the night?
Clearwater Lake water skipping?
Yeah.
Clearwater River runs right between, Bagley and Shevlin.
Yeah.
What?
God, even in Gully you could water skip.
Out west riding, you have to cross rivers, so it's not that hard.
I've crossed rivers.
Yeah.
I actually got stopped when I was a kid once by the coppers, maybe the DNR person or something. I can't remember. I was only like 13, 14 years old, but the last river right on the west side of Gonvick there, it was flooded. Mm-hmm. And so it was like 2 feet of water on top of the ice, flowing pretty good. And so I just water skip across and then come up to the top where the trestle starts, and there's that approach. And I had I can't remember if it was a cop or a DNR person pull in front of me there.
No way.
Yeah. And luckily Dad had registration up to date on my XCF fan or something, whatever the hell I was on. And the guy told me that it was like something about water skipping is illegal or something.
How are you going to get back home?
I don't know why or what or what. But I was only like 13, 14 years old. And I'm just like.
14 is the legal age to cross a road on your own.
Yeah. Maybe that's what, I guess I don't know. But do we ever tell a story about where I got hit by a truck?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Have you told that story?
You told us.
I don't think you've ever told it on the pod, though.
Yeah, that was one thing where it could probably ended my snowmobile racing career.
Holy shit! Yeah,
before it even started.
Yeah. My God.
Me and Nick Solberg going bar hopping at 13, 14 years old. Yeah. And we started here. We were going to Leonard. Regan didn't go, or no, Chance didn't go that day. But we're on the west side of the Enbridge station over here, down that gravel road.
Yeah.
And it's snowing to beat hell out that day. And I'm leading, Nicholas is behind me, and I pull up to the gravel road. I look to the right, and then look to the left. And I pull out into the road. It's snowing to beat hell.
Yeah.
Pull about halfway out into the road, and just whoa!
Get smoked.
Just smoked. So I was kind of angling across the road. It wasn't a direct shot. I was kind of angling across the road, and this guy come up and just took the sled right out from my side, like the left front of the truck, just barely missing my knee and my leg in the right stirrup.
Yeah.
And just my head hit the mirror, and so it took me off the sled.
Yeah.
And
imagine what that guy was thinking.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he felt really bad. But it was, I swear to God, I looked to the right, looked to the left, and took off. But it was snowing so hard, I just didn't see him.
Yeah, just got whacked.
Got mollywopped by a truck. on a snowmobile.
Mom's super nice 97 XCF 440.
That thing.
White one with the
yellow
letters.
Oh yeah. That thing was super nice.
It was
488 fan. Oh,
it was a nice sled.
And it folded that side of the belly pan in, pushed the exhaust off over and whatnot, and that whole week, like, what the heck did Dad say? Dad was like 20 after he got in the garage and started working on it. He was like 20 minutes away from just pushing it in the weeds. But he ended up like pounding that belly pan out enough to straighten it out and put an old junky hood on there. And,
was he pissed?
I don't. He's probably just more or less just happy I wasn't hurt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that was a close one.
That was a close one. That was a holy fuck moment.
I don't think I rode snowmobile for like 2 months after that. Because I just remember riding that sled home from Clearbrook to Gonvick that day too. I rode it home, and the exhaust was all just beat to hell on it. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thinking back to that is like, it's crazy.
Your heart
totally.
on the ride home, your heart is just.
I think you're just so young. You're just kind of
dumb.
don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Kinda. But that was an interesting
totally
moment.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the Gunnar Arlo life.
Yeah. Gunnar got hit by a truck? Yeah. What do you mean?
The worst was when I run the 98 Cougar 550 liquid Mountain Cat edition out of oil on Highway 2. And then like it squeaked, and locked up the engine. Yeah. Well, then I was able to pull it over and get it running again, but it was, squeaking.
Yeah.
Rode a little bit further and it locked up tighter and shit. I got a reaming that time. Because Colin and I took off riding, and then, it squeaked. Yeah.
Because you just took off from home not putting oil in it.
Well, he put oil in his. I was like, "You think it needs it?" He's like, "Nah." And he says he didn't say that. Yeah, I was probably 13, something like that. Yeah, squeaked the engine. Yeah,
Trent was not happy.
No, I got it. That was his mountain sled.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got an ass chewing for that one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times. Frickin' good times.
Yeah, that was a tough hit.
How many ass chewings did we get back in the day for wrecking sleds? God
it.
I don't know if, thinking back on it, like, I didn't really get yelled. I got probably.
Oh yeah, Dad didn't yell at us.
He wasn't stoked that we got hit by the car.
No, he was. It was worse when he got quiet. It's like, okay, now he's pissed. Yeah. He didn't yell at us, but we knew he was mad.
I don't think like I really wrecked anything to where I got yelled at.
No,
there was no yelling. It would just be fuming.
just fuming. Yeah. You could see the fumes, and you know he's mad. Yeah. But did I really wreck anything? I got
Colin wrecked a Firecat 600.
Really?
Yeah, didn't get an ass chewing for that one. I don't know what the heck. Yeah, the steering linkage. There's a recall on them. Mirrors. Yeah, there's a big rod that runs over top of the engine. That linkage came undone. And wadded it up right in the trees.
Damn.
He come and picked me up from. I think he was more pissed at me because I had to do tutoring to get my grades up in like the 6th grade. Then he shows up to pick me up from tutoring, and there's a wadded up Firecat, and I was like, "What happened?
What's that thing doing in here?"
That's the sweetest sled ever built. It's wadded up in the back of your truck. He's more pissed off at me going to tutoring than.
Well, that was about all I had for today. I did it, I was going to put it out there in the beginning episode of the ISR rule. We talked about it a little bit. Their ISR meeting is coming up the end of April. We talked about it a little bit at the end of in the last episode.
Yeah.
What rules we thought would be changed or could be changed.
Mm-hmm.
The 91 rule for sure. And then if anybody in the Facebook or the YouTube comments any ISR rules you want to see be changed, let us know.
That's where it would be neat to get Keith in on here because he's a
Pepple?
Yeah,
he's very good with rules.
and a genius with, you know, a lot of that stuff.
Knowing the rules and everything too. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I think that would be a good episode. Keith, if you want to do it.
With Keith Peppel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got to have you in studio, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of these weekends.
Yeah, we're...
Free invite to my garage.
Come hang out.
Come hang out.
In Clearbrook.
Yep.
We can rip stoves.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, so...
I'm a cigar guy. I want to talk cigars. The back half of that podcast will be us talking about cigars.
The last 20 minutes.
The last 20 minutes. What kind of blend do you like? So you like Nicaraguan? Okay. I like Nicaraguan.
Yeah, I don't know what we got going on next week. Nothing.
Weekend after that is Duluth Snowcross.
Yep.
We should try and get a snowcrosser guy in here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or on.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Try to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think's going to win it?
You'd have to go with Har. He's on track to win another championship, and so this is his third. I think probably going to be his third. Like they talked about that on the Carbide podcast. Plug that guy. Mm-hmm. I was on there too. You know.
Oh yeah,
I heard it today.
Really?
You listened to it today?
Well, they mentioned Gunner and John Wick's episode.
Oh, yeah. Really? I'll be damned. That's cool.
Yeah. They talked about it. It kind of puts him in, which made sense too, that there's a lot of people that have 2 championships, but there's very limited that have 3. Mm-hmm. So it's almost the same argument of like Supercross, where like Tomac only has 2 Supercross, Cooper Webb has 2 Supercross, where like, have you been watching Supercross?
Yeah.
This last week in Birmingham was kind of a boring race.
Yeah.
Kind of Triple Crown boring, but
Triple Crown. I did watch part of the first 450 race. I was over at Mom and Dad's watching it.
Oh yeah.
Sexton took out Jason Anderson.
Yeah. That was really good. It was a perfect clean pass.
Yeah.
And then Cooper Webb did it to him too in the second main.
Yeah.
Did that happen? Really?
Yeah, he was cussing him out. Yeah.
Kind of right before that sand section, which wasn't too bad because Anderson's front end kind of tucked right.
Oh yeah, true. He did. Yeah, he did lock up the front end. It looked like.
And then Deegs, he got arrested.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
The memes about that were fucking great.
I seen it Saturday night and I was like, this is fake.
I thought the same thing.
I thought it was fake.
I was like, what are they memeing this about?
Yeah.
The memes were awesome.
It's real.
Yeah. No, it was real. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe they were like filming a movie or something.
I thought it was fake for sure. I didn't know what was going on.
Hayden Deegan in a movie? I could see it.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, yeah, you could totally see it.
Oh, yeah, I could totally see it.
So that's why I thought it was fake.
But yeah, other than that, you had a good time at the awards banquet?
Yeah, JP and I went. Jackson Paulson.
Yeah.
We call him X because it's spelt with an X.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Jackson Gerbrot is CK.
Oh.
So we call Jackson X. And then
X to the Z exhibit.
Yeah. And
I heard Jackson was going to maybe start your guys' Facebook page.
Yeah, we're going to work on it.
Yeah.
So
Grover,
keep an eye out for
Grover Racing.
What I might call it,
What kind of name are you thinking of?
We'll see.
Oh, we'll see, huh?
Grover Racing is so original. What should we call it?
Grover Racing.
Yeah, that's simple enough.
Yours is Arlo Racing.
Yeah.
It's like
it's Kyle and Collins.
CK Speed Shot. Yeah.
CK Speed Shop. There you go.
Yeah. Something sweet.
Vintage Speed Shop or something, or
Classics Custom Speed Shop. Yeah.
That's
CK Classics Custom Speed Shop, but it'd be actually Colin and Kyle's Speed Shop.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Could do that. I was gonna put something else out there. Me and Dad, we're gonna build another old.
Does this mean I gotta do vlogs?
Yeah, you could do vlogs. You got Jackson to film for you.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to rebuild a P85 or P22, whatever.
Shine the flashlight better. God damn it.
And I'll show the whole restoration of Wes's junk.
Yeah.
And then we'll just, fuck it up. No. Yeah, then it'll just be speed shop content. It won't be strictly snowmobile stuff.
Yeah.
Could be cars, too.
Yeah. Cars, dirt bikes.
Cars, dirt bikes.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Boats.
Yeah, you did a boat. Was that you that painted that Lund boat on Johnny's story?
Yeah.
That turned out really good.
No, yeah.
I just painted a boat. Not that hard.
What? At work?
Yeah.
With spray gun?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Was it single stage or clear coat too?
No, just single.
Okay. That was what this boat was.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard it is to get it.
It was a small boat. It was,
this was a small boat.
Yeah.
To just get it just perfect on the edge of running.
on the edge. It's me and Steve, we talk about it all the time. The gray, in between the black and the white, there's a gray line that you have to find.
Yep.
Every time you spray something, there's a gray.
As wet as you can
without running.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, as wet as you can so it flows out.
Yeah.
Perfect, but it can't run.
Yeah.
And there's a gray line in there that you have to find.
All about timing, control. There's a bunch that goes into it.
It's wild. Yeah.
That's like cut and grade.
Yeah.
None of this fancy shit.
It's okay to be a little high, but if you get down too low, then your foundation is not good.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's same passes too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 75% overlap rather than.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But you just, that one pass is what you're focused on.
That's who I don't know what Brady's up to. We could try to get Brady in here.
That'd be cool.
I tried calling him on Saturday night because he was calling me all winter long. Tried calling him back on Saturday.
I think he might have been at a dance thing for his daughter.
I did see that. I was in Leonard. No, it was Friday
that was Friday night.
Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, went to Leonard, and then I called him, see if he was at the house or not.
Yeah.
But
we had a couple brewskis in Leonard.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Me and Brady worked last week. We tore down 3 houses in Bagley.
Yeah, we got some cool shit from it too.
Yeah.
some Newport shirts.
The Newport shirt.
So
some Star Wars toys too.
I'm not. Yeah. I gotta see those.
Yeah, they're here. They're here. We'll look at them afterwards.
Don't think I'm not gonna wear that.
Oh yeah.
And tuck it in so the suspenders match up with the pants.
A 2000 Newport shirt. We got a couple Dale Earnhardt die-cast cars up there. It was a hoarder's house.
Oh yeah, it looked full of shit.
Gone back on back taxes, whatnot. The state gets it, and the county has us tear it down. But Brady bid it as just a tear down house and
Take
just
the
go.
crap. Yeah.
No, we didn't know there was anything in there.
Right, but just the junk.
Just the outer house of just tear down hell of a landfill. But then once he opened that wall up, it was plumb full. Oh. It was like inside this little 20 by 30 house. Like it was your size of garage here, Brody, with like a small attic that was plumb full in the top and a basement we didn't know about that was plumb full too. In this small little house, we had like over 150 yards of rollaways.
Oh my god.
Of just inside the house stuff.
Jesus. Any comic books?
Yeah, comic books.
Any comic books?
We threw so much stuff away. Like all that stuff I grabbed was just stuff that I seen like as Brady was just grabbing and
imagine the gold mine that was in there.
I told the city.
Old Articat parts?
Probably none of that. That little snowmobile.
Yeah. That snowmobile Super Sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just, that's what I told the city guys. Like, you should have had, like, them American picker guys come through here and clean this out for us.
Right.
Or just have me and Kyle go.
Yeah, we would have just...
No, it was so packed. I don't know if you would have even been able to walk in there.
Oh, my God.
Star Wars toys, bro. Imagine how many more Star Wars stuff was in there.
A lot of, like, old wrestler.
No way! You didn't grab them?
No.
True,
Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yeah,
we don't know who that is.
You're gonna take me to the boiling point. that guy. No pukesters to the left. No pukes.
Old comic books, though.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Old comic books. That's what I like.
You just threw away.
Oh, I can't imagine. Like those old die-casts, like that Ford there, like 3 or 4 of them that we just crunched up.
And even the Dale cars. Imagine
that black Dale one broke out of its package, but the car was still good. But then them other 3 behind.
Did you ever look how much this stuff is worth?
It's not worth very much.
No,
it's
and like even the Star Wars.
It's all like early. It's 2000. Like everything came from like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah,
so it's all still not very.
That Newport shirt. Got to look that up.
Newport shirt is badass.
That's mine. That's a gift.
Oh, totally. Yeah. No, totally. That's yours.
I grabbed that specifically for Kyle.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah, Kyle can wear this.
Yes.
But no, we worked 4 days last week, and then I texted Brady last night. I was like, are we working in this cold snow of this? It was like 10 degrees this morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's cold.
And then with this 4 inches of snow we got, he's like, no.
No. Good. Good.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye.
$52.
No. Yeah, it was in that box.
$52 for that shirt right there.
Hell yeah.
I pulled it out of that box. It had a really goofy hat that was laying next to it, but it was pretty dirty.
Nasty.
The hat was dirty. Yeah.
Golly, that hat would have been sick.
Yeah, that was the box.
52 bones right there.
And there was that unopened pack of cigs that I sent you guys that picture.
You should have brought that into the studio. Yeah.
Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke them if you got them. We would have been smoking them dry, old things that probably tasted like mold.
Would they dry out if they're sealed in that package?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
All right. Shop
I gotta
Talk
check
Pod.
out these Star Wars.
Episode 68. Shout out Tucker Hibbert, one of the goats.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.